James here, aka That Halloween Bro, and I wanted to take this opportunity to go over the stuff that was from that estate sale that I went to on Saturday. I found it on a whim on Facebook, so I threw on some gloves, a mask, made an appointment with them, and went to go check it out and see if it was worth anything. There were some pictures, but you can never tell from that. One of the things I did see in those pictures was this guy right here. I mean, these guys are so hard to come across, these blow molds these days. So when you find them, you'll do anything to get them, you know? And this guy's making kind of like a comeback because he made a cameo in Stranger Things. But we've been seeing a resurgence of some of the vintagey Halloween decorations. I think these guys are kind of on the tail of some of that. So I was really super lucky to get this guy. In fact, he had two others similar to this, but I guess I got there just a little bit too late, and someone had taken the other two, but not this guy. So I'm not sure why you would just take two and not three. I mean, why would you? I don't know. Anyway, so this guy was great, and the great thing about it was he cost me just a couple of bucks. This guy was trying to get rid of everything. If you guys look on these online, eBay and whatever, I mean, they're selling them for, tons of money. I will not be doing that. This guy is gonna make the Halloween season pretty damn good. So anyway, I'm gonna unplug him though, because we'll need this plug to see if there's anything else that needs to be plugged in. So anyway, how cool is that though? Gosh, talk about luck. Hopefully the rest of these boxes and whatnot have a lot of the same great stuff. I'm sure we're not gonna get lucky. There was some other boxes there too. I didn't buy all of them. I basically opened them, just did like a bird's eye view to see kind of what was in there, and hope that the ones that I did pick up had some good stuff in it. So we'll check that out in a second. But first, what I wanted to do is I wanted to show you what I got there that was not in a box. And one of those is a jack-o'-lantern. And you can never have too many of these guys. I mean, in my personal opinion, if you feel that way, DM me and we'll fight about it. I'm just kidding. But I do like to find jack-o'-lanterns that have different expressions on them. I think the more jack-o'-lanterns you have with the different expressions on them, the better. It makes a presentation of just those jack-o'-lanterns just that much better. So test him out, make sure he works all right. Yeah, I think he looks pretty good. All right, good deal. All right, so plug him. Not too bad, not too bad. I saw this guy as well, and I was curious about it because he was two-faced. On the one side, he had a normal jack-o'-lantern look to him, or a face. And on the other side, he has this where it says trick or treat, and we'll see if we can actually read that when I plug him in, and he does work. But I wonder if you can read that. Let's see. If I turn. All right, a little bit. Maybe some outlining, shading might help it out a little bit. So I don't know. We'll have to play around with that as well. But I couldn't pass them up as well. The other thing I bought, he kind of just kind of threw it in there. I didn't say no to it. Was another cauldron. I mean, these plastic cauldrons are great. They serve a lot of actual real purpose. And I think I'll have to do a tutorial on how to make these a little bit more rustic and fun and kind of spookier, I guess. And I'll show you what else you can do besides put candy in them. But you can also put candy in them. But they can have a really cool outside, even though they're kind of the cheap plastic. So I'll have to come back and do a tutorial on that. The other thing I bought that was kind of out of the box was he had a bunch of tombstones. And the way I feel about jack-o'-lanterns is the way I kind of feel about tombstones is you want something with a little bit of personality, something that looks different. You also want something that's super sturdy and has a lot of strength to it, especially if you're going to put them outside. Anyway, so these were $1 each, so of course I'm not going to say no. Plus the height was pretty incredible on these guys, so I couldn't say no to them. And we'll zhuzh them up a little bit, give them a little bit more detail, and see what else we can do to kind of make them kind of join the ranks of the spookier tombstones that we have. So we'll play around with these. So, all right, so that was everything that was kind of out of the box that I bought. Everything else is in these 2 other boxes that we're gonna get ready to dive into. And I'm hoping for some good stuff. So we'll see what we come up with and go from there. So, shall we? All right, guys, ready to dive into the first box here. Now, again, I didn't buy every box that he had at the house. I just opened them up, did a bird's eye view to kind of see if there might be something I might be able to use in there. So hopefully in this box, there's a couple of things that I can put to use. Luckily, they weren't very expensive. They were about $10 a box. So, kind of like a grab bag type of deal. I do have to say these boxes are really great. If you geek out about Halloween storage like I do, I love these boxes. Not only orange and black, but the tops are attached to them and they're super sturdy, so they can handle a lot of weight inside them. So let's dive in and see what we get. Okay, so the first thing off the top of that I saw was something I don't actually have. That's a black cat. I love these because I think these were at Michael's. Correct me if I'm wrong, Instagram, YouTube, everybody. But I think I could have sworn I saw these and big toads and stuff like that at Michael's this past year or the year before. But these are great. They are super sturdy. They've got some great detail to them. I mean, obviously it's not real fur, but this is really something you can use to help kind of put some decoration too. So great black cats. Cool deal. All right, and then we've got, looks like part of a skeleton. So I've got 2 legs and feet, and then I've got 2 arms and hands. These are great because there's so many uses to these. Even if you don't have a full skeleton, I mean, you can always do something with these. There's always a project. I'm speaking for myself, but you can always find a project to do with skeletons, even if you don't have a full one. So always something useful. So far, so good. All right, this guy, gigantic rat. And if you're like me, you're probably not into rats as much, but this guy's kind of cool. I mean, he's got a menacing face. He's giant. Why not? Especially if you're doing a laboratory setup or something like that, this guy can really kind of fit in there. In fact, I've got some really big cages that I think this guy would do really well in. So, not mad about this at all. This guy's pretty cool. Also, call me out if I'm wrong. A lot of these things have that Halloween smell to them. If you guys know what I'm talking about, let me know. I'm gonna put that in the comments too because it's very nostalgic for me. Anyway, all right, what else do we have in here? Oh, cool. So these are neat. So these are gigantic crows, birds, that have spikes in them, so they can go into the ground, and I'm sure probably wherever you can stick them into. But these are great, super tough, and they're not, they're weatherproof, so you can put them outside or inside, but they're not going to deteriorate or anything like that. And there is 4 of these guys in here, so that's amazing. I don't know if you can hear my dog. He heard me knock on the crow, and I think someone's at the door. So anyway, so we've got 4 of these, which is great because there's a lot of use to these. And if you've seen some of my pictures, you know that I have little crows too that will really complement these guys. So that's exciting. So, all right, the last thing that's in this box. Very interesting. I definitely did not see this because it was at the bottom. A skull, but it looks like it does something. It's got a little tester guy. I'm gonna move these guys out of the way here. We'll see what this does together. Okay, well, nothing with that. Let's see, turn them on. There we go. Oh, whoa, something's moving. Let's try this again. What? Oh my god. A snake comes out of this guy's mouth. That's right, a snake. As if this guy wasn't scary enough. Boom. Okay, I'm in love with this guy already. This is awesome. So, there's, oh my god, I don't even know where to begin, where to put him yet. So many cool things about this. Kind of an animatronic. It looks like he's off a sensor too, so when people walk by, or you can turn him on and just have him run continuously. But not only do you have a snake coming out of this guy's mouth, creep factor, but it looks like he says a bunch of different sayings.
I love to trick or
speechless. This guy's awesome. How cool is it? Talk about like a really great find at the bottom of a bin here. So no complaints here. Okay, so that was everything that was in this box. So I can't complain. $10, and this is what I got. I mean, some really amazing things in this box for $10. What? I'll do some close-ups as well so you can see kind of these things up close and personal. So shall we move on to box number 2? I believe we should. All right, guys, box number 1 was pretty great. I'm not gonna lie. Those were some high quality Halloween decorations for like $10. I think you added probably everything together in there, you'd be talking at least about $50, if not more, at regular price. So can't complain for $10. That was a really good box. Will box number 2 be as good? Let's find out, shall we? All right. So first off, when I noticed this box up top here was a gargoyle. This guy's pretty sturdy too, pretty hefty. He's got some really great wings to him, but he's got some strength to him. I guess that's the word I want to use, strength. But some great detail. Looks like he's both for outside and inside, so definitely a lot of possibilities for him. So good looking guy. All right, so we were just talking about the cat, and I get another cat, which is great. I actually don't have a lot of cats as decorations. So I mean, this is cool. So now I've got 2 different cats, very similar. Obviously, it's the same style, but 2 different poses, 2 different looks. So you can't beat that. So this is awesome. This is really cool. Put him here. All right. Next, we've got this guy, another skull. Can never have too many skulls. Like you can have never have too many jack-o'-lanterns. This guy's pretty cool too. He's pretty good. A lot of good sturdy decorations. This guy's interesting because obviously he's got an exposed brain. Cool thing about this brain and the blood that's coming out of his eyes is it's that like sticky stuff that you would throw against a wall when you were a kid and it would stick to it. Like that's what his brain is made out of. So it's got like that really like, you know, gelatinous type feel to it. So definitely creepy. The other thing about this one that's creepy too is he's got maggots, like little maggots here. Again, I'll put some close-ups so you can see everything. But yeah, pretty creepy. It looks like this guy has its original price tag on. It doesn't say where it's from, but $12.99. So already a steal. Okay, so there's that. All right, next looks like we got something that lights up. This kind of looks like something you would put in your yard to make it look like someone coming out of the ground, probably. So we've got 2 hands and the skull. I've got my extension cord here, so we can plug them in and try them out. Alright, it works. Cool deal. Yep, it lights up, the skull lights up. These are cool things. I mean, these are great things too. There's so many different things you can do with these guys, even if you don't use the lights. You know, there's the possibilities with these guys are great. And I'll have to kind of maybe figure out where this guy goes and where he fits into. So the orange is an interesting color. Don't hate it. Orange, Halloween, you know. But it looks great. I think, you know, he could even potentially be like a centerpiece on a table or something like that. So that's something to play with even. So he works, which is good. And we like things that work. Shift these guys over. All right. Oh, we were talking about skeleton parts in the last box, and I do believe I found the other part of my skeleton. And there's, although I have an extra hand, I don't know if this skeleton matches the other one, but I've got a pelvis and a torso and an arm and half an arm. So, you know, again, skeleton pieces are great. You can never have enough of those. You're always looking for more of those. Oh, to find his head. There's his head. So, well, that's cool. And I found the other part of his arm. There's the other part of his arm. So there we go. No legs that I can see, but that's okay. Okay, also we've got what looks like a rat skeleton. Kind of looks very similar to the other big rat that we had in the first box. A little bit smaller, but another skeleton. These guys are cool too. Lots of, I'm always curious what next skeleton they're gonna bring out, because it feels like every year they bring out a new skeleton for us to have. So this is cool too. So, all right, moving on. All right, so this is interesting. Another one of those, ground things that look like you put in the ground to make it look like it's a ground or something like that. This one actually has like half a feet, or half a foot on each one. So some gnarly nails. So hands, feet. This guy was staring up at me. This face, a face only a person that loves Halloween could love. I'm not sure what it's supposed to be. Kind of giving off the abominable snowman look, but even like one of those like mad scientists too. I don't know, kind of cool. Let's see if he lights up though. Let's see. This. He does. Look at that. Cool. Gnarly feet and hands like, oh, maybe it doesn't work. Okay, well, oh, nope, they are fades. The lights fade on them. Interesting. So I don't know, there's a little box here, but no controls. I wonder if it fades because of this. Interesting. It does say it's for indoor and outdoor, so again, these guys can go outside, or you can do something fun with them. I kind of like to go the other route and find new things to do with them. So maybe turn it into something else besides an outdoor decoration. So we'll play around with it. All right. A rogue bone. Again, always good. And the last thing that's in here is this right here. Like a light set. Okay. Like a light strand. And they've got like this here. Let's see what they do. Should they light up? Oop. All right. They flash. They make a lot of noise. It's cool. So I would say they're strobing, blinking, but could have a lot of fun things for it. It's on a sensor too, so you can turn the sensor on and people could walk by it and it does that type of stuff too. So again, a lot of possibilities with this. I think when you see these types of things, we kind of sometimes dismiss them because we're not sure like what their purpose is or what we could do with them. But I tell you, every one of these things can have its own purpose within a Halloween setting. So if you're with me, like, yeah, these will all find some home here and find a way for them to become part of my yearly Halloween celebration. So again, this box was $10, so $10, this is what gets you. The whole estate sale cost me about $25. So the blow mold, the 2 boxes, all of the stuff that we talked about, the jack-o'-lanterns and the tombstones and cauldron. So not too shabby for a $25 haul from an estate sale. Lucked out. I will tell you, I've been to a bunch of them and you turn out empty. You turn out walking away with nothing and it's disheartening, but keep looking. I know right now it's kind of tough, but go out there if you can safely and see if you can't find some estate sales or yard sales or anything that people are selling to get rid of. You might luck out like this, but in the meantime, stay spooky. And till the next haul, to the next video, we'll see you soon. Take care.